Hey, liberal fruitcakes. Due process. Let's talk about it. Now, I have no clue why you guys are getting hung up on the idea of due process. Due process. Yes, it's important, but it's not some saving grace like it's going to get the outcome that you want. So what is due process? It is the constitutional principle wherein the government must ensure a fair procedure before depriving somebody of life, liberty, or property. Now, there are two types of due process. Number one, procedural due process requires the government to follow certain procedures, like giving notice, like the president or the DOJ saying that if you are in this country illegally, you will be deported, and that you have the opportunity to self-deport without being criminally charged, and civil or criminal entering the country or staying in the country illegally without permission is deportable. But they're required to follow certain procedures before taking actions against a person. Now, it does say they need to be heard in court. That's super important. I'm fine with that. But the manner of procedure for court procedures, it varies on circumstance. Like in the matter of deportation, it's vastly different. We'll get to that in a bit. But let's move on to the second part of due process. Number two, substantive due process. Protects certain fundamental rights from the government, even if procedures are followed, such as unlawful search and seizure. Now, the issue of due process is brought up in the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution and the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. The 5th applying to the federal government, the 14th applying to state government. Now, due process puts the burden of proof on the government to make sure the enforcement of the law is fair against its citizens. And yes, even non-citizens. However, when it comes to the matter of deportation, all the government has to do is prove that you have no permission to be here. And if you don't, you get deported. And if you do have permission, such as you are a citizen, have a visa that hasn't been revoked, have a protected status that hasn't been revoked, which they can be, unilaterally too, have a green card that hasn't been revoked, which can be revoked, you're most likely not going to get deported, with few exceptions. So I think we can fix this issue really, really quickly. Pam Bondi is the head of the Department of Justice. Pam Bondi has the legal right to select judges in the matter of deportation. So, Pam, why don't you just get a whole bunch of judges for the matter of deportation and start doing 3 to 5 minute hearings? In the matter of deportation, the judge can rule from the bench on whether a person is here legally or unlawfully. If they can prove they're here legally, they get to stay. If they're not, bye-bye. Because in the matter of deportation, due process only extends as far as, are you here legally? Can you prove that you are here legally? If not, return to sender. Have a good day. Do not pass go. Do not collect $500. Because in this matter, all the government has to do is prove that the person who is here does not have permission to be here. If they don't, that's it. Problem solved with few exceptions. Have a good day!